We love using our Chrome browser on our computer and our mobile phone. And it does certain things really right, but there's a bunch of stuff that it gets really wrong. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix those wrongs with these settings. Let's do this. The first feature that I want to look at is why does Google Chrome keeps on using resources even when it's closed? I never understood that, and thankfully there's a way to actually deal with it. Here's what you do. Go into your three little dots, go down to the bottom where it says settings, and when that comes up, what you want to do is go down to where it says advanced. When that comes up, scroll further down until you see something called system, and here this is where the beauty happens. Continue running background apps when Google Chrome is closed. No, disable that. There is no reason for that stuff to be running in the background. Disable that, you'll see a big difference. Another option, since we're here, I also don't like it when Google Chrome automatically starts to download everything to the downloads folder. What happens if I want to save it on an external drive, or I want to save it in another folder? Stop telling me what to do, Google. So here's what you do. You go up, since we're here anyway. See where it says the download section? The default here says under downloads, but you can change it to any folder on your drive. But what I also like to do is, instead of that, just enable this where it says ask where to save each file before downloading. What you got to do is you got to go into Chrome // and type there flags. Now flags is where all the experimental stuff happens, but don't worry, if you mess anything up, you simply go reset to all to default, and we'll just undo everything we're about to do. With that being said, let's get going. One of the things I like to do is download lots of files from the internet, and if you're still waiting for one file to download before doing the next one and the next one, you know it's pretty slow and you don't want to do that. What you want to do is get Chrome to download files in parallel. Now, by default, it's supposed to do that automatically. I'm taking no chances. I want to tell my Chrome to do exactly that. So go to search flags and type there parallel. There we go, spelled it right. Parallel downloading. And what you want to do, each parallel downloading to enable parallel downloading to accelerate downloading speed. Cool, I want to enable that. Now at the bottom here underneath my head it says relaunch now, and you got to relaunch your browser for any of these settings to take place. Right, next up we have something called the Omni search box. Now that's kind of new-ish. If you just type here weather, it automatically tells me the results straight away here. I don't have to open yet another window. So that's pretty cool. Where I like to use it in things like calculations. So what's 400 times 12? Straight away the answer is there. I don't have to wait again to open up a calculator, or as we did in the olden days, you could actually type calc and the calculator will appear, and then you can kind of do your calculations here. So bonus tips, yeah, you can still do that if you want to. Now, going back to flags, what we want to do is we want to go back into flags and we want to type there fave icons. So Omnibox UI shows suggested fave icons, shows favorite icons instead of generic vector files. Right, basically I want to enable that. Now that the browser is relaunched, if I want to search for something specific, so for example my name, you can see it automatically puts in the icon, the favorite icon of that particular site. Now, I like it because it's iconic. I can instantly recognize that that's a YouTube link and that's a LinkedIn link, and I can go to that specific location just by looking at those icons. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, some of these will automatically try to do it by default. I'm not taking a chance. I'm just forcing the flag to make sure that's enabled. Let me just launch kind of my YouTube channel. So as the audio is playing, so we know that at the top here you're going to have a little speaker sound, so knowing that audio is coming from this particular tab. Now if you want to mute it, you right click and then you mute site. Okay, some people know that, some people don't, but that's how you basically do it very quickly. But here's another cool little trick. What you can do is go into flags and then look for audio. When the audio you want comes up, you want to tab audio muting UI control. Then you want to enable that. And now basically what that does is that when a browser is playing, you no longer have to go to it, right click and mute site. What you can actually do is simply hover over the speaker and just mute it. That's pretty cool. If you want to launch your Dino game at any point in time, all you're going to do is open up a tab, go into Chrome // and just type there Dino. Now instantly you're able to play the game. and now you get a cute little hat. Okay, now that we've dealt with Chrome settings and flags on the desktop, well, how about we turn to our mobile, because you can do some really cool stuff right here. Okay, so let's start off by going to Chrome //flags as you would on your normal desktop browser. And what we're going to start with is something called scroll and anchor. Right, scroll, anchor, serialization. And effectively what this is, we're going to enable that. And essentially what that means, you know when you're scrolling down a web page and it just starts to bounce all over the place as new ads are loading and as a video is playing at the top and another ad is in the middle and you're forever kind of bouncing around? Well, this will stop it doing that. So that's a pretty neat thing to enable. Whilst we're talking about scrolling, now remember you obviously got to launch the browser for these things to take place. Something called smooth scrolling. Let me just enable that as well. Smooth scrolling is basically just the whole thing just seems a bit smoother, a bit more kind of fluid, so give you a really nice feel to your phone as you're browsing through those websites, especially those websites which are not built for mobile. And yes, there are still a whole bunch of them. I'm going to show you something that allows you for your web browser to be even slightly faster than it is, and let's look up something called TCP Fast Open. So it enables the option to send an extra authentication information in the initial packet. Basically, a lot of the information gets pushed out right up front when you open up a website, so it doesn't have to back and forth until you get authenticated and slowing things down. Before you rush off, check out some of these other cool videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw, and if you're new here, consider subscribing if you're into tech, gadget, apps, making you more productive, more efficient, and getting more out of your system. Smash that subscribe button down here, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. And that's Tech Simple. Cheers for now.